5 a.m. Sunday and Saturday. I have blonde witch ES. When these blonde witches, these blonde witches have an EGO. The EGO is of high frequency, to which they call the high. And the high is how they degrade and how they game a target, the targets, and they vampire on the targets. They spirit cook the target, they vampire the target, they abuse the target and its children. Now, I want to say so much else, but these blonde witches with high EGO have blocked my thoughts and have blocked my memories. These blonde women, these blonde witches, comes with the word AND. With the AND is the remote neural monitor on which there are the demonic diversity. The demonic diversity rhymes with mnemonic diversity. And it's frayed with mnemonic diversity, demonic and mnemonic. Demonic and mnemonic diversity, F-R-E-Y. The demonic diversity has the Rosecrucians and the Satanic Asians, and the Philippine, a very demonic Philippine. In its 50s is known as reptilians. These beings have locked up my scripts, my brain script from which they targeted me for the last 20 years since 2002. And these beings were scripting since 2010. Were R&M scripting since 2010. In which they were named as reptilians. The reptilians was in its 50 years of ageness. The same reptilians shares a voice setting with the Draco, the whiter shade, bulky, 50 years of ageness Draco. These beings are using bestiality frequency. Bestiality behavior. Bestiality behavior is something that only witches, only butches from demonic mnemonic diversity, and witches in blonde hair, and agamis. Agamis are females in their 40s and 50s. In their 40s. That look Philippine. Some of them are from Philippines. Some of them are from Inner Earth, Orion, Saturnalia, and these beings operate with the whiter shade. The whiter shades are known as the Bilderbergs. And they also Germanic and Anglos. And they use bestiality behavior. Bestiality behavior is an abusive behavior, a disrespectful behavior to the target and to the children. The children, these beings have no boundaries. These beings have tortured my 48-year-old sister and her 10-year-old son, and the same for my other sister. And I just don't know what to do. I care so much about my 10-year-old nephew, and they know that I can't even pronounce the word heart. In my heart, I care about them. So therefore, these beings are bestiality-ing them in my R&M brain, and in my cardiac system and my throat chakra system. And when these beings torture them in my R&M brain, they're also then being psychotronically tortured with the same tactics as I am being tortured by. However, the difference is that for me, I watch targeted individuals and their testimonies. I study neural weaponry. They, however, have been given this ignorance for studying neural weaponry and for studying targeted individuals, that this being attacked and tortured by remote neural technology, voice to skull technology, microwave, being spirit cooked by microwave technology. For some reason, they have an ignorance to this, and so therefore they don't know. Therefore, they don't. I mean, I wish they would talk about it. And as I'm speaking right now, there is witch behavior in what I'm saying. There is witch tongues in what I'm saying. I've tried to talk in straight talk. I believe in straight talk. Everything for us humans is in straight talk. These beings, these witches, are far more than straight talk. As I'm talking right now, in my R&M brain, in my throat chakra system, these witches are putting out their high frequency EGO, their high frequency expressions, the EGO expressions. This is a blonde-haired witch in her 50s, her green eyes, and she's putting out her high frequency expressions of high frequency and her high EGO of high frequency, which is spirit cooking and pigging out on targets. And these targets are my madre, my sisters, my nephews, and my BROTHERS. Next to these blonde witches is the black Jezzabel. The black Jezzabel is 6 feet tall, bulky, and this black Jezzabel changes voice from a female voice to a male voice. This black Jezzabel also puts out shadows and imageries of being a pig, of being a beast, and of which she also calls the Baal, the Baal. And then the ogre, she also becomes androgynous. And she ogres like this in my throat chakra and my auditories. And she also says, the he, she. And her, this is a black-skinned being, 6 feet tallness, pigging out on my siblings, my nephews, and my madre. That's so. And this is another voice of annoyance and harassment known as the Tiffany. The Tiffany is in her 30s or 20s, and her job is just to annoy me. She's like a moth, M-O-T-H. Yesterday and today has been a day of psychotronic gaslighting, voodoo. The gaslighting isn't just gaslighting, it's voodoo gaslighting. It's about demonic, satanic B with a double A with the letter L. Shadows of pigs, to which they call the Bay of Pigs. I upset you. And then you have these whiter shades, the hard whites. Some of these whiter shades are such that if they were under the sun, they don't tan. And this just itself can be said with so many meanings. And there's so many meanings I can't. Some of these hard whites in their whiter shadeness, these satanics in their whiter shadeness, don't tan. Like that, so. And this is just a characteristic of the types of whiter shades, that gang stalk, that pigs out, that are bestiality and abusive behavior on targeted families like myself. I upset you.